Okay. Yeah. Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances to all the devotees who joined in this Zoom meeting. Thank you, Sundaranand Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity to read today's translations of the Bhagavad Gita, Canto 8 and Chapter 5. Uh, Let me start with the prayers. All glories to Lord Sri Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudarayet. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भागवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकीम् श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे. So today we are reading the Canto 8, Chapter 5, Demigods Appeal to Lord for Protection from Slokas 21 to 30. Sloka 21. So Lord Brahma said, I, Lord Shiva, all of you demigods, their demons, the living entities born of perspiration, the living beings born of eggs, the trees and the plants sprouting from the earth, and the living entities born from embryos, all come from the Supreme Lord, from his incarnation of Rajoguna, Lord Brahma, the Gunavatara, and from the great Rishis who are part of me. Let us therefore go to the Supreme Lord and take the shelter of his lotus feet. Sloka 22. For the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no one to be killed, no one to be protected, no one to be neglected, and no one to be worshipped. Nevertheless, for the sake of creation, maintenance, and annihilation according to time, he accepts different forms of incarnations, either in the mode of goodness, the mode of passion, or the mode of ignorance. Sloka 23. Now is the time to invoke the mode of goodness of the living entities who have accepted material bodies. The mode of goodness is meant to establish the Supreme Lord's rule, which will maintain the existence of the creation. Therefore, this is an opportune moment to take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because he is naturally very kind and dear to the demigods. He will certainly bestow good fortune upon us. Sloka 24. O Maharaj Parikshit, subduer of all enemies, after Lord Brahma finished speaking to the demigods, he took them with him to the abode of Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is beyond this material world. The Lord's abode is on an island called Svetadvipa, which is situated in the ocean of milk. Sloka 25. There at Svetadvipa, Lord Brahma offered prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even though he had never seen the Supreme Lord, simply because Lord Brahma had heard about the Supreme Personality of Godhead from the Vedic literature. With a fixed mind, he offered the Lord prayers as written or approved by Vedic literature. Sloka 26. Lord Brahma said, O Supreme Lord, O changeless, O unlimited, supreme truth, you are the origin of everything. Being all pervading, you are in everyone's heart and also in the atom. You have no material qualities. Indeed, you are inconceivable. The mind cannot catch you by speculation, and words fail to describe you. You are the supreme master of everyone, and therefore you are worshipable for everyone. We offer our respectable obeisances unto you. Sloka 27. The Supreme Personality of Godhead directly and indirectly knows how everything, including the living force, mind, and intelligence, is working under his control. He is the illuminator of everything and has no ignorance. He does not have a material body subjected to the reactions of the previous activities, and he is free from the ignorance of partiality and materialistic education. I therefore take shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, who is eternal, all pervading, and as great as the sky, who appears with six opulences in three yugas, Satya, Treta, and Dwapara. Sloka 28. In the cycle of material activities, the material body resembles the wheel of a mental chariot. The 10 senses, 5 for working and 5 for gathering knowledge, and 5 life airs within the body, form 15 spokes of the chariot wheel. The three modes of nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, are its center of activities, and the 8 ingredients of nature, earth, water, fire, air, sky, mind, intelligence, and false ego, comprise the rim of the wheel. The external, the material energy moves this wheel like electrical energy. Thus, the wheel involves very quickly around its hub or central support, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Super Soul and the ultimate truth. We offer our respectable obeisances unto him. Sloka 29. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated in pure goodness, Suddha Sattva, and therefore he is Ekavarna, the Omkara, Pranava. Because the Lord is beyond the cosmic manifestation, which is considered to be the darkness, he is not visible to material eyes. Nevertheless, he is not separated from us by time or space, but is present everywhere. Seated on his carrier Garuda, he is worshipped by means of mystical yogic power by those who have achieved freedom from agitation. Let us all offer our respectable obeisances unto him. Sloka 30, last sloka. No one can overcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead's illusionary energy, that is Maya, which is so strong that it bewilders everyone, making one lose the sense to understand the aim or goal of the life. That same Maya, however, is subdued by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who rules everyone, who is equally disposed towards all living entities. Let us offer our obeisances unto him. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. And Mataji will proceed with the purport explanations.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you, Kiran Prabhuji, for reading. Thank you, Sundaranand Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity so that I can learn and purify my tongue. I'll start with short prayers. ॐ अज्ञानं तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादिशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे 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 कृष्णा धन्यवाद प्रणाम. So right now we are reading 8th canto, 5th chapter, and we are on verse number 21. We will try to cover from 21 to 30 today. In this, just to give a very short, brief recap, so far, um, Durvasa Muni is cursed at the Devatas, and it happened because of a little bit of misbehavior that was coming on from the side of Indra Devata. Indra Devata, obviously, sometimes it is said that when you have too much material opulence, you might get puffed up and act in a wrong way. And the same thing happened with Indra Devata too. He ended up acting in a very wrong way. Durvasa Muni was trying to honor him, offering him his garland, but he did not really appreciate it and gave it to his elephant. An elephant is also an animal over here, we have to understand, with a little bit of intelligence he had, or no intelligence, you can say. He put it down on the ground and just crushed it because the elephant does not understand the importance of this honor in the form of garland. And seeing this, Durvasa Muni, who generally gets agitated very easily, did get angry and ended up cursing the Devi Devatas that y'all might have no opulences left. And after the curse, Devi Devatas ended up losing the battle with the Asuras. And they are right now in a very precarious situation. And hence, they go to their seniors like Brahmaji over here, and they decide that let's go ahead and meet Vishnu and offer him our prayers and ask him for help. So this is just a brief overlook. We will go a little bit in detail now, which will start from verse number 21. Lord Brahma said, so here, to understand the translation and the verse properly, Prabhupada is given a very small purport over here, which specifies more on the fact that Krishna here is the seed-giving father. This is already clarified to us in the verse Aham Bija Prajapita. So, Lord Brahma is accepting this, that he is our father, and father is the person who always gets the kids out of any bad situation if they're stuck into. So, let's go ahead, all of us, me as in Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, all the Devi Devtas, let's go together and approach to our father for our in this precarious situation for help. We move on to verse number 22 in here. In 22, um, here it is said that the world, I'll be talking about the puppet. In 22, in the puppet, Prabhupada is saying that this world is made up of three gunas, which we all are very well aware, Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun. So, Rajogun is mainly for material creation. Material world is created under that guna. And this is why Brahmaji heads that. And in Satogun, maintenance of the universe is taken care of, which has been taken care by Lord Vishnu. And Tamogun is the place where destruction takes place when necessary, and that is taken care by Lord Shiva. We have already read and understood this. Here, it is said that Krishna has already told us just right before Kali Yuga what we have to do as to survive the Kali Yuga. And then after saying what we have to do, Ved Vyasji told us how we have to do by giving us Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and gave a live demonstration also about how we have to do, like how we have to become a bhakta. So everything is already given to us. Like, people say you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Just like that, we have every guideline given to us already. The only thing that now needs to be done now is to follow it. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sarva Dharma Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. So here he is telling you what to do. And in Bhagavatam, we will learn how to do. So Prabhupada is specifying here that Krishna, he is completely unaffected by all the three modes of the material nature. Though he is the one who made all these modes of material nature, but he is not under the jurisdiction of these modes of material nature. So, for example, that A king sometime might tell somebody that, oh, you did something wrong, so I'm going to punish you for this, or you did something right, I'm going to reward you for this. And why is he doing this? Just as to maintain the law and order. So the supreme personality, the king, has nothing to do with the process of maintaining the law and order, right? So the similar situation is with us also. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad thing happen. Well, it is difficult for good things to happen in Dukhalayam or Sashwatam, but still, sometimes we think good things have happened and sometimes we think bad things have happened. And that is as per the jurisdiction of the three modes of material nature. The king has just set the rules and regulations. Nothing personally they have to do anything with it. Similarly, Krishna is not personally involved in all the three goods, modes of material nature. Okay, we move on to verse number 23. 23, dear devotees, is one of the important verses today here given by Srila Prabhupada. I would request all the devotees, if time permits, could go through the verse number 23rd. It's a long purport. So here, um, yeah. Here, Prabhupada is saying, again, he's continuing about the three gunas, that we are coming under the jurisdictions of three gunas. And after specifying that, he's saying that Kali Yuga is full of unlimited faults. Dear devotees, this is only with Kali Yuga. The rest three yugas were very pious, right? So Kali Yuga is having too many faults. We have already read and understood that we have such weird characteristic. We have high quality of cheating propensity. We will make mistakes. We are always in illusion, and we are we believe too much in our senses, right? So we have a lot of faults. Senses also are not good enough, right? But Prabhupada is mentioning that there is one very big opportunity that comes only in Kali Yuga, but not in any other Yuga. So this is why Kali Yuga is also known as a Swarna Yuga, golden Yuga. So why would you call Kali Yuga golden Yuga? Kali is also kind of symbol to black Yuga. Okay. So why is it also called as golden Yuga? Two reasons. Golden Yuga is also because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in Kali Yuga and he came in the golden Swarup, Swarna Avatar. So this is why. And the second reason is it is a golden opportunity. It is opportunity golden because it is doable. It is not something not doable for especially people in Kali Yuga. Like if we were to be asked, go do tapasya on the banks of Yamuna or Ganga, stand with one leg, or half an hour, we could not have done it. It is impossible for us with the kind of the body and the control on our senses that we have. We cannot do this. So the golden opportunity is coming in the form of name, nam, nam jap. So it is coming in the holy name of Krishna. So this is what Prabhupada is specifying here. It is a very, very golden opportunity that one person should not let go. Further, Krishna is saying that this movement of Sankirtana was started by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And further, when I read it was so much hope giving. It stayed with me for the time till I finished reading this. That it is also said that 10,000 years this era of Sankirtan movement will continue. 10,000 years. So Prabhupada kind of understood, the inquisitiveness in a devotee's heart, that after reading this, what he or she will feel like. Then he gives down a whole mathematics cut down of how and where we are located. So Kali Yuga is for 4,32,000 years. We know that, we have studied that. Out of which 5,000 years so far have already passed. So we have how many more years left? Only 4,27,000 years more left. And it is said that after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, the Sankirtan movement will go on for 10,000 years. Dear devotees, for our good news, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came just about 500 years ago, 550, 500 years ago. So we are very lucky. We have about 9,500 years more to go. This is very, very hope giving that there is some Sankirtan that will happen in this Kali Yuga for a good amount of time. It is an amazing opportunity for us to take the shelter of this holy name and get out of this material world before it gets into Ghor Kali Yuga. So this was really hope giving. The entire discussion is very nice. Here Prabhupada is also saying that he's giving an example of the verse Kalir Dosha Nidhi Rajan. It's like, my dear king, although Kali Yuga is full of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. It is simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can be free from the material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. This comes from Bhagavatam 12th Canto, which Prabhupada is specified here. So Prabhupada further goes on to discussing that what is so glorious about this yuga. It has been explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Cheto Darpanam Marjanam, just by chanting the holy name, your heart can be cleansed. We had a very amazing session lately by His Grace Hari Parshad Prabhu, where he emphasized very strongly that once you chant, immediately there is cleanliness in your heart. Immediately was really very important. Sometimes we think that, oh, I will chant for like 50 years and then maybe my heart will get cleansed. But that's not with the kirtan of the holy name. Immediately your heart gets cleaned, and then the whole difficulty is that in this age of Kali Yuga there is no sattva guna, and hence there is no clearance of heart, and therefore people are making the mistake of identifying themselves with the body. But once you have kirtan and there is cleansing of heart, you will not have this illusion in your mind that I am this body. Then automatically there is jnana, as in knowledge, that I am this soul, not the body. And my only duty is to serve the lotus feet of Krishna. We move further ahead. Here it is said, hence Prabhupada is saying the most dangerous thing, like we might question, what is the most dangerous thing in Kali Yuga? We might go on saying, oh, there's a lot of untruthfulness and a lot of cheating, and people are not reading Shastra. This is all dangerous thing. But Prabhupada is saying the most dangerous thing is dirty things within our heart is misidentification of yourself. Not realizing who you really are is the most dirtiest thing. Rest all things that were mentioned are also not good, but this is the most terrible thing. When a person does not know his or her identity, that is just being in constant illusion. That is very dangerous. Here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Cheto Darpana Marjanam, as in cleaning your Hraday, heart, to cleanse the core of the heart, which is full of misunderstanding, is possible only and only through Sankirtan movement. That is only through chanting. So, this verse in the purport, Prabhupada is glorifying the name, the Hari name, holy name. So, Harir Nama, Harir Nama Kevalam, Kalaunashti, Evanashti, Evagatir, Eva Anyatha. There is no other way in this Kali Yuga to get out from this situation of birth and death. The only way out is Hare Nam. And the amazing thing about it is very easy. Anybody can do it, however you can do it, whenever, wherever. There are no rigid rules and regulation that you stand here and there in certain Mahurat or all these. You can chant the holy name anytime and it instantly purifies your heart. So we move on to verse number 24. In, in 24, there is a term that is Arindama. That means it, and it is being used for Parikshit Maharaj. So what is the meaning of it is being explained in this verse. Arindama means subduer of all enemies. Not only Prabhupada is explaining, not only do we have enemies outside our body, like, my this neighbor is my enemy, that person is my enemy. We can get a list of enemies that we have. But we also have enemies inside our body, which we do not address. And what are those enemies Prabhupada is suggesting? They are lusty desires, anger, and greed. When you have all these three situations in your life, lust, desire, anger, and greed, progressing in bhakti is not possible. Hence, Hari Kirtan is very important to Chetadarpana Marjanam, to cleanse all these dirty things in our heart. Then Prabhupada is explaining that why is this word Arindama, subduer of enemy, used for Parikshit Maharaj. That is because if we see the situation when Parikshit Maharaj was cursed, he could have retaliated very strongly. I mean, he is a very great king. He had the capacity to stop Kali Yuga from coming in. So what he not do? But he did not. He accepted it gracefully and submitted to it, gave up all the attachments, went to the river banks to hear the katha from Sukadev Goswami. So this is the kind of subduer, as in subduer of all enemies, as in Arindama means. He can defeat all the lusty desire, anger, greed very, very easily. And then another word that is very important over here is Surapriya. So Surapriya, yeah, what does this mean? This is being used as although equal, still inclined to the devotees. So this is a characteristic that we use for Krishna, that he is equal to everyone. We just read in Canto number 7. The Canto number 7 starts only with this thing, that is Krishna biased, yes or no? And that's how we start with the Katha of Canto number 7. And we come to a conclusion that Krishna is never biased. But then further we read that Surapriya, but he's still inclined towards the devotee. So to understand this concept, it is necessary to understand a small, quick example. Suppose a mother has 5 kids. She is working hard for all the 5 kids, doing same things for all the 5 kids. You cannot ask the mother which kid do you like the most. She loves all of them. All of them came through her. She is devoted to them. She is a good mother. But out of those 5 kids, there is one child who reciprocates to the mother's care, asks her water, tells her you're tired, you need to sit down, gives her a flower, gives her a hug, out of love. So even though the mother is equal to all the 5 kids, she will still be little inclined to this kid who is also reciprocating through love. That is how we understand Krishna's position and the meaning of subduer also. Uh, Here, further, this was very nice to understand. Any devotee who is Krishna's devotee is called as Sura, is explained in this puppet. And any devotee or any other person who is not devoted to Krishna might be devoted to any other demigods like Brahma, Shiva, Indra, or anybody else, is always termed as a Sura. So this was also very hope giving that we are here trying to submit ourselves to the lotus feet of Krishna, so hence we can be called as Sura. We move on to verse number 25. So here in this verse, Prabhupada is emphasizing, here it is said that Brahmaji did not even see Vishnu, but still he was going to offer prayers to him for where he was located, that is Shvetadvip. So here Prabhupada is saying that it is not very necessary to see. Prabhupada says that many rascals come and ask, can you show me God? How can you see God if you don't have the eyes to see God? This is what Prabhupada is saying. And he's saying that it is more important to hear than to see. And then when I was reading this, I could recollect the examples of 4 stages of intelligence that is based on hearing, that I guess we learned in Ishopanishad, I think. So there are 4 classes of intelligence. The first, if I tell you something and you hear my instruction, like say example, don't go ahead, there is a cliff, you might fall. You hear that and you understand and you don't go there. That is called first class intelligence. Understanding it immediately by hearing. In the second scenario, if I tell you, please don't go there, there is a cliff, you might fall. You see, hear me, you are understanding, but you want to see with your own eyes. Oh, let me see, is the cliff there? Oh, it's deep, I'll not go there. This is second class of intelligence. Third class of intelligence, when I tell you, don't go there again, it's a cliff, you still go there. And you see also. And you fall also. But then you decide, oh, never will I do this ever again. Third class of intelligence. Fourth class of intelligence. Again, you hear me, still you go there, you see, you fall. And after falling, when you come back up, you say, oh, next time I will see it very carefully, but I will still come and see this. Right? This is fourth class of intelligence. So Prabhupada is saying just by hearing only, you can understand Krishna and submit to his lotus feet. There is nothing more than that required. Similarly, here, Brahmaji had heard about Krishna through Veda Shastra, and he was completely surrendered to him to offer him beautiful prayers, which will go into the next verse. Mm, yeah, Prabhupada is also saying that there are two very important prayers in Kali Yuga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, and the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which are really important in this Kali Yuga. Nothing else needs to be paid more attention to. This is more than enough for us. Then we'll go on to verse number 26. Now, from 26 onwards till 31, we are doing till 30 today. We will be talking about the beautiful gunas of Krishna. Here, in verse number 26, it is said that Krishna is changeless. Right? How are we in material world? We change. Like, say, for an example of earthen pot, we take the earth, we mold it into a pot, and over a period of time, it again gets dismantled into the same earth and gets mixed up. That's how we are, Dehinosminitha dehi, Kaumaram Yovanam Jara. Again and again, we take different types of body. We are not changeless. We keep changing. We keep changing our body. Krishna does not. He does not do that. And then the living entity are part and parcel of Krishna, and out of that we will think, oh, then I'm also like Krishna if I'm part and parcel of Krishna. True, very true. But Krishna is Vibhu, very, very big. We are Anu, extremely, extremely small. So there is no really comparison. The quality might be same, the quantity is making a huge difference. Hmm? Then here it is said that Krishna is the cause of all causes, Sarva Karana Karanam. Then in verse number 27 and 28, here devotees, only the beautiful details of gunas of Krishna are given. I will go through them quickly. Here it is said that Krishna is completely full of knowledge, and he is the one who illuminates the senses and the sense object. He gives us the understanding of everything. So, how do we know that? He stays Jnanam Apohanam Cha in the 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita, that I give you forgetfulness, remembrance, and intelligence. And then it is further said that he knows everything. Everything that is there in the world is known to him. So then we can again go back to Bhagavad Gita and think of Vedaham Samaditani Vartamanani Charjuna Bhavishyani Chabhutani. He knows even the past, present, future of everybody. And then he appears in the six opulences, which we know. He is the most beautiful, intelligent, knowledgeable, austerious, famous, yeah, as so on. So after saying all the qualities in verse number 27, 28th verse also has further qualities mentioned of Krishna. Um, Sorry, I did not know that. So 28 might be a little difficult to understand when you read it like this, but there is a very simpler way given to us in Subodhini, which I would recommend if you have, you could go through. So here, the hub, as in the center point. Who is the center point? Krishna. We are around him, right? So Krishna is the central support for us, and with the fast moving wheel of samsara. Like, what does this mean? The birth and the cycle of birth and death, fast moving. It is moving really fast. We barely live for 80 years or so, right? So, and it has how many spokes? 15 spokes. So what are these 15 spokes? To understand, there are five working senses and five knowledge acquiring senses: karma indri, jnana indri, and then five life air, which is also having the mind. And then it has three naves. What does those they mean? What does that mean? It means the satogun, rajogun, tamogun. So this is what are we describing here? The kind of life that we are in and what the surroundings are. And it has eight rims. This is like a chariot description, right? It has eight rims. And what are these eight rims? This is earth, water, air, fire, ether, and then man, buddhi, ahankar, that is mind, intelligence, and false ego. So this is how we can understand it. There's a description of chariot given, but the center hub, the thing that should keep us grounded is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is an easy way to understand this thing. Verse number 29. In 29 also, we are talking about the beautiful gunas of Krishna. He is above the mode of goodness. Krishna is not like, it's not that every sattvic person is a devotee, right? This is not a fact. Every devotee will automatically be in the mode of goodness, but every person who's in the mode of goodness is not necessarily a devotee. Hence, Krishna is above the good mode of goodness. It is pure goodness. What is that? Suddha Sattva. Okay. Here it is said that because the Lord is situated beyond the three modes of the material nature, he is not seen by them who are under the modes of material nature. So if you are in Sattvic Gun, Tamo Gun, Rajo Gun, your eyes will never be able to see Krishna. But when you rise above it, that is when you practice constant Satatam Bhakti, Satatam Kirtayantoma, is when your heart cleanses and you can actually see Krishna. That is what is stated in here. And then we go on to verse number 30. In verse number 30, yes, it is said that nobody in this world can overcome Maya. Well, if you cannot overcome Maya, it means you cannot see Krishna. But when you surrender to Krishna, you can overcome Maya. So Maya is controlling the living entity. Krishna is controlling the living entity and Maya. So it becomes really difficult to understand. That's like what is Chandrika saying. To understand this thing, there's a very simple example that we can understand. Suppose if you visit somebody's house, that somebody is having a pet dog in the house, okay, a big pet dog. You enter the house, the dog starts barking and starts jumping on you. Now, if you say, dog, go away, hurt dog, whatever you say, the dog is not going to listen to you. But if you start calling the person whom you're visiting, say Mr. A, please help me. Mr. A will come. Mr. A will tell the dog, sit down, and the dog will sit down. Now we put this in our life. We are the person, we are the Jivatma. The dog, as in the Maya, is jumping on us constantly. But when I start calling out Krishna, 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 Krishna comes and tells Maya, please leave my devotee alone. And Maya has to stop. That's how we understand that Maya controls the living entity. But if a living entity is surrendered to Krishna, then there is no Maya Adhikar. Then Maya cannot do anything on that devotee. So with this, we will pause over here today. I'm really sorry I took extra time. We'll continue again tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you so much,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.